Mr. Penguin. I'm back. I got one more for us. Hello, Ashley. I am going to be putting this video on YouTube. So for those of you on YouTube, understand that this is a live Periscope. So you're welcome to follow me on Periscope and be interactive audience in the next reading. Be live with me at NailFads, N-A-I-L-F-A-D-S. I randomly get on there whenever the universe tells me to. When the energy is strong inside, I follow it and I do as I'm instructed, because it's always for my greatest good and for the greatest good of all of us who are involved. I felt when I got off that I should do a money and the law of attraction card for fire signs, water signs, earth signs, and air signs. So I'm going to pull 4 separate cards. I'm going to give one shuffle and pull for each. And I will be more thorough as we go through. And then I'm basically, okay, I just have to say, I'm going to read each of the cards off to you, and if I receive any direct downloads, I will mention them. But for the most part, I am just going to be used as a vessel right now to pull the information from the card for you and just basically read off these cards. They're very well written and very little explanation is needed behind them. So I'm going to show you the cover of this deck. It's from Abraham Hicks, Money and the Law of Attraction. So if you don't know anything about Abraham Hicks or the Law of Attraction, this could be your direction to investigate it. So this is of course going to deal with your financial realm, but everything on the physical manifestation level is a result of spirituality and the inner. The inner always is the cause of the outer, and the outer reflects the inner. So I've been shuffling these cards for a moment now, and I am going to give them a good cut. Cut these deck. And then I will pull in order, and I will call them out. So first, we're going to start with air signs. Air signs. And then earth. And then fire. And water. Okay. So if you're an air sign, that's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the card that you got is number 28. It says, I am developing the skill to direct my thoughts. 2 + 8 = 10. 1 equals a new beginning. 0 is the divine energy supporting that. So we are being encouraged right now for the air signs to develop the skill of directing your thoughts. And I'll read the back of the card. It has a statement. I'm just going to read that right off to you. It says, the most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts toward what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want, and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts that will yield results that cannot be compared with results that mere action can provide. So there's an entire universe up there that you're able to put your thoughts on. Be more picky and choosy about which ones you are focusing on, because the thoughts that you're focusing on are becoming manifest in your reality. And if all you're seeing is obstacles, then all you're going to get is obstacles. But if you're constantly looking at how things are working out for you and where your blessings are, then you will add increase to that. So what you are giving your attention to is increasing. Be more deliberate in it. That's the advice for you air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this can apply to your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know any of the other planetary aspects of yourself, then I would advise you to Google birth chart, astrology birth chart, and fill in the information and find that out for yourself. You will need your birth time. You can usually find that on your birth certificate. Very rarely is that not the case. Okay, so air signs. Next we go earth. Earth signs. This is your Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. And the card we got is number 10. I can deliberately choose to feel better now. And 10, again, the same as what the air signs got, is the same number, so it's new beginnings with divine backing. I'll read the back of this card to you. It says, not only does the thought you are choosing right now attract the next thought and the next, and so on, it also provides the basis of your alignment with your inner being. As you consistently and deliberately think and speak more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will find yourself more often in alignment with the pure positive essence of your own source, and under those conditions, your life will be extremely pleasing to you. So you're singing a tune, and you're living your life according to the tune that you're singing. You are the one who's calling out what your life is. So be very, again, deliberate in which thoughts you're choosing to focus on, because when you get focused on a good thought, the next good thought is easier to follow along in suit with the train of thought that you're on. If there is some negative thought that continues to creep into your mind, try to find some positive truth surrounding that, or something completely different, and shift. It's simple to shift your thoughts, especially with more practice. And you'll have to do it repeatedly if this is a new process for you. But shift your thoughts to something that's going to play a tune that you want to live your life to. Okay, fire signs. Fire is your Leo, Aries, your Sagittarius, and the card you got is number 4. It says, achieving success is my natural birthright. And look at the thoughts pouring out water over a seed that's been planted so that it might grow. Okay, let me read the back of this one to you. You are meant to succeed, and failure should feel bad to you. Life is supposed to go well for you, but when it does not, there is something wrong. But what is wrong is not something that is outside of you, over which you have no control. What is wrong is within you, and you do have control. And taking control is not difficult to do. Once you understand the basis of who you are, the basics of the law of attraction, and the value of your personal emotional guidance system. If these words are foreign to you, Google them. You've got to understand the law of attraction. You've got to understand your emotional guidance system. Emotions are the most misunderstood emotional guidance system and highly ignored. You think your emotions are just there so you can act a nut when it's time, or when you feel like it's time, or so you can just be sloppy in it and feel in any type of way. No, your thoughts and your emotions work together, and they're creating your reality. And so here is encouraging you to, when things feel bad, understand that that bad feeling is an indicator of something. Understanding your personal emotional guidance system is going to give you an understanding of the mechanics of how your thoughts are creating your physical reality. And with 4 being the number of this card, is talking about stability, is talking about something that's long lasting, something that's been standing. And so it really feels like with this card, that maybe it's been a while that you may have been feeling bad lately, or for somebody else, you have been practicing this emotional guidance system, being more in tune with it and following its leadings. And so if that is you, then definitely you're encouraged to continue that. But if you're the one that these words are foreign to you, and you didn't know that your emotions were more than just something to torment you when you're not feeling well, then it's time for you to investigate it. Google Abraham Hicks and emotional guidance system for some great information that will help enlighten you and make things a lot less stinging. It's amazing. When you really understand what emotions are and how they're there as a guidance, it makes it not so emotional. So, last but not least is our water signs, and that's going to be Capricorn, Scorpio, and Cancer. And so the card that you got was number 27. It says, I will praise success wherever I see it. 2 and 7 is 9, and 9 is the number that tops off the numbers. It is the ultimate height. And so let's read what the back of this card says. It says, when you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you're pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. And so we don't want to be judgmental of others or of ourselves. We want to follow and understand that everything is as it should be, and you have the choice of what you're going to think, feel, and talk about. Be deliberate in it. Be picky. Be choosy. It's worth it. With that, my client's here. So thank you for joining me. Love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course me and mine. Until next time.